Connect to Telegram. Start.info. Whoa. And now GMEN has already given you your wallet address. It is clear that you will have 0 there. I've already uploaded a Solana test there. Click Login. We don't need it anymore. We are also closing this. Your wallet, your address, and your balance are shown here. You again, I say, will have 0. You can swap this wallet for yours that you use for trading, or you can and should import the private key of this wallet and upload it to your favorite one, such as a social network. To do this, go back to Telegram, press SniperBot, start. Wallet. Well, here you have the option to change the private key or export private key. Accordingly, this time we just leave the same private key. You can export it, upload it to Solflare, to Phantom, wherever it is more convenient for you. I still recommend Solflare. So, on the GMG itself, we go to the port. I will show you the example of this token. An ordinary memcoin, nothing new, Pampidon. Here we have the ticker. Run means that the creator has sold everything. Then there are social networks address. I advise you to check. This is what the coin launched through Pump Fund. CTO. As we know, CTO isn't always true. Here, it is written. Price change, market cap, liquidity, sniper. These tabs are interesting. The GMGN gives you this information. These are the first 70 buyers. Click and see what we see here. Hold 0, no one bought more. Of the first 70 buyers, 4 sold some and sold all 66. What does it mean? This means that those who scored this coin have almost all left. That is, no one will pour it. I mean snipers, of course. Close. Farther. Dutchess. Blue chip. This is not so important. This is the number of people holding blue chip coins, and at the same time, holding this token. In fact, it does not affect anything. Useless information. Rack pool. Not 70. 100%. Halfway. Now that's interesting. Many are afraid of this, or, on the contrary, say that it is not necessary to pay attention to it. In fact, you need to pay attention to this. Click on rack pool. There is no need to be afraid of a 100% rack pool, as in this case, because in this case we see that the developer who leafed this teddy bear also listed BERT. Click on BERT. As you know, BERT is a token with a capitalization of 108 million. Naturally, this is not a rack pool. It's just that Dev may have sold somewhere in the beginning. Yes, I sold Dev here, but at the same time, the token is developing and everything is fine. That is, it does not necessarily mean that it is a rack pool. Another thing is that if you go in, and here you have a sheet of 20 projects, you click on each of them and see that there is no liquidity, that it has gone to 0. Well, naturally, this developer creates rack pools, and some create them every hour, and people come in anyway. That is, this tab must be checked. If sometimes there can be unknown here, it means that the wallet has never created any other tokens. That is, there are 50-50 tokens. The only thing is when we are alert and we go in, and here is a sheet. Farther, the number of holders, insiders. But GMG works very badly with all sorts of insiders and all the rest of these smart manias and all the rest. That is, we do not pay much attention to this. Current 10 holds 17.3%. Touchpay Maple. And here you can check the audit, Nomad, blacklist. With that done, now let's go to another ticker, banana. Since you can see, I have this banana. A little bit I bought it specifically for test demos as we see. What can we do? Why do we need GMA in the first place? This is to sell and buy on limited limits. That is, you can, in principle, buy from your wallet. You take a SID phrase, or rather, a private key, export it to Sofair, and buy directly through Jupiter. You can buy here. If it is a low volatility token, then I advise you to buy through a wallet. This is how you save commission. In principle, nothing changes for you. Here you can buy with limit orders. That is, here you have buy now. For example, we choose 0.1. If I click that, then I will just buy at 0.01 Sol. But we are more interested in limit orders by D. Buy deep is here. The limit here can work as stop limit or limit. Stop A and limit B to be more precise. That is, if you put this limit here, then you will buy at a lower price when it arrives there. Well, let's put it like this. As you can see, the order has been created, and if here, then higher, if the price there, of course, comes. So, now let's see. We have created 2 warrants. We go back, reload the page, and see that these orders are not there. In fact, this is where you need to click on the limit. Here they are, your 2 orders. You can't move them. You can just close them from here. Yes, now, about the sale. Same thing, only here, if it's called buy dip, then here it's called auto sell. Again, it is important to understand that this is both a stop and a limit. That is, for example, we entered, let's say, at this price, we want to move the stop loss to the entry price. Move here, press 100%, because at the stop loss we want to go to 100%, let's say, and click Create Order. It's created because I'm in the limit now. In the Limit tab, it is visible all the time, and I also want, for example, to sell at the price from the entry. Let's say we are now here at the price from the entry of 100%, that is 2x. I want to sell 50%, by the way. I can move it, and as you can see, while I am moving this, my price is changing too. We bet 100%. Here, click Create Order. That is, for 2 we will sell half. That is, we will take the body. Now I want, here you can enter manually, for example, 200%. Say 100% for example, and create another order. What does it mean? That we will sell half, take the body for 2, for 3. We will close everything. It is very important to choose 100% when you are trying to completely close a position. That is, not 50 plus 50. This will be 50 of your remaining position. Also, even if you, for example, placed these orders, and here you bought more, it will still close 50% of your entire position. This is important to remember. Close these orders. Leave this tab. What is important now? In order for your limit orders to work, you need to set the settings here. Go. You can just click on auto. Always turn on the antenna. Put either 0.012. This is usually enough, or you can choose this auto tuning. It is usually somewhere around 0.0185. Sometimes it happens, but 0.012 is quite enough. If you want to be very fast, you can bet 0.02. But this is for probably some very highly volatile coins where you want to jump in and out right with one click. In general, you can leave 0.012 and forget about it. Slippage, install the automatic machine. On highly volatile coins, it will show you a slippage at almost 30%. In fact, this is of course the maximum. You will not pay that much. But put it on the machine. If you bet little here, and you put a very narrow slippage here, for example, there is 1.5%. You simply will not have an order. Close. Why is it necessary for orders to be triggered, for example? Why do you often see that people complain that the limit did not work? Let's say we buy somewhere here and place a limit order. Let's say here. Over here somewhere. Yes, the price seemed to be trading here. But due to the fact that you had a low CAS, for example, when you place an order directly on Jupiter in a limited time, you have a low CAS. You don't have a priority PHI, and you just won't close. That is, yes, the price came here, but it did not close you. In fact, with GMGN, you pay a relatively small commission. That is, it turns out to be 1% on the purchase, but you can buy from the bot, that is, from the wallet. 1% for the sale, you will always pay. And 5 priority, that is, in this case, 0. 12 soft. That is, this is a small payment for the fact that your position is definitely closed. You will lose a lot more, if you will. Firstly, try to close it all manually, which is unrealistic. You are there. The price is soared. Returned, the price has already fallen. Or you will set limits on Jupiter. That will not work. One failed limit, and then the price rollout compensates you like this. That is, the bot compensates you for this at one time. That is, it is really worth using for sale for sure.